Hello everyone, Denise here. So today I'm showing you the stitch in the round for January 2024. This is the textured daisy mitts. So not everyone loves fingerless mitts. However, I thought if you wanted to be warm and be cute, you could put these underneath the mitts and it would be extra warm and extra cute. So I use the new Yarnspirations all-in-one granny square, and this yarn stripes whether you make a granny square or not, and that is what I appreciate it for. I do have a review on this yarn if you'd like to check it out. I recently did that in the last few weeks, and I love the yarn. I just don't love making granny squares. So I am making other things with yarn. One of which is a blanket that will be a tutorial soon, these mitts, and then I do have a hat that I have made. So it is by Yarnspirations Red Heart, and it is a medium weight 4. This color is Aran Soft Sky. It's 100% acrylic. Calls for a 5.5 mmi hook or a US 9, US 8 knitting needles or 5 mm. It is 8.8 ounces, 250 grams, 417 yards, 381 meters. Like I said, I really like this yarn. I really like this colorway. Probably best of all, and this only takes just a little bit of yarn. So if you want to make a smaller blanket, make the hat that I have coming up, I know there's lots of patterns in this, whether or not you like the granny squares. So you can pick up a skein of this and make a lot of things. I mean, you don't have to just do granny squares or a blanket or whatever. Just pick it up, use it up. It doesn't matter what you're making with it. It's fun to see the color change in it. I really enjoy it. I really do. So I am going to start out showing you how to make the mitts. And if you want to make this a mitten, you sure can. You just keep working up until you got to the end of your hand, and then you can cinch it. I mean, it's just like a hat, right? And then if you wanted to do a full thumb, just pick up single crochets all the way around here, work until you get to the length of your thumb, cinch the thumb, you have a mitt. It's super easy. I don't like mittens, so I'm not going to make one of those. However, I will show you how to make mitts that you can wear under actual gloves, and then you don't have to worry about it. 5.5 mm. This is a hybrid hook. I do have a video on that. I can link that below in the description box as well. I took a Yarnology hook and a Clover hook, and I combined them into something that I love. I have quite a few of these, so if you see them on the channel, it's the Yarnology hook with a Clover inside of it. So I'm going to take the glove off. We're going to start with the cuff or the ribbing on the wrist. And to do that, we work into the back loop. We just do ribbing. I'm sure all of you have done hats this way. Start with a slip knot. I wrap it around my finger and then I push through, create a knot. That is adjustable. And then we are going to do ribbing. It depends on how long you want it to go on your wrist. I chained 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the second chain from the hook here, single crochet, single crochet all the way down the row of row 1. This ribbing you can make for anything. You can make this ribbing for a cowl. You just would probably want to make it shorter unless you wanted a turtleneck cowl. Chain 1, turn your work. Each row will be exactly like the one I'm going to show you. Tilt your work like this so that you can see the back of your stitches here. Okay, we have a front loop and we have a back loop. We're going into the back loop. We are going to do a single crochet in that back loop. And we're going to do that all the way across the row. You will have, if you did 9 chain, the 9 chain to start with, you will have 8 single crochets each row. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and don't forget your last one, 8. Chain 1, turn, tilt your work so you can see the back of it, go into the back loop, single crochet. All the way across in the back loop, single crochet. Just going to keep doing that over and over and over. Your number for your stitches will be the same each row. And you want to keep going until you have enough to go around your wrist. And mine is a little bit loose, so it just depends on how tight you want it. And you just keep working until you have enough length on your ribbing to join to comfortably fit over your hand and be around your wrist. So I will be right back to you. I think mine was right around 6 inches, and then we'll go from here. So I will see you in just a moment when I get my ribbing done. Okay, so my ribbing is 6 inches long. I'm going to fold it so that I can bring it together and join it. So from the corner that I'm working on, I go into the other side, slip stitch through, and I'll take the back loop of this side and one of the loops on this side and slip stitch through. Do that all the way down the side. Loosely. That way it won't pull tight and pucker. Right down to the corner. Okay, now I'm going to fold it inside out or outside in. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to take it, put the part we just slip stitched to the inside. See that? Now, we are going to do single crochets all the way around our cuff, and we are going to make sure that we have multiples of 3 by the end of our round. So, chain 1. Put a single crochet wherever your hook goes in easily. Make sure that when you get to the end of your round, you have a multiple of 3 and slip stitch to your beginning single crochet. Now we're going to start our patterning. So here, right here, we're going to chain 1, and we are going to put 3 single crochets in that first stitch or space right there as our chain 1. So 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochets. We are going to skip 1 stitch, and in the next stitch put 3 single crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Skip 1, next one, 3 single crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Skip 1, 3 single crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Gonna continue doing that all the way around. We are at the end of the round. We have 1 left, and we're going to skip that, and then we're going to slip stitch into our first single crochet. So we put 3 in here. So 1, 2, 3. First single crochet we're going to slip stitch into. Okay, we're going to work like that until we get to our thumb. So it depends on who you are and where your thumb hole is. It's a personal preference. So as I put it on my wrist, the way I did it was I gauged my ribbing to the end of my wrist, and then I started working up my hand this way. So I just worked until I got around to this part of my thumb, and then I did the thumb hole. So it looks like I'm going to do 2 more rounds or so, and then I will do the thumb hole. You decide where you want your thumb hole. Your ribbing you might want different, like it's all individual on how you want to do yours. So each round that we're going to repeat this, we are going to put 3 single crochets in this next stitch. We don't necessarily need to chain 1 here. We aren't working in the same stitch as where we joined. So I just pull up a little bit on my hook. That way there's less bulk in the glove. And then I just put the 3 single crochets in the next stitch. So 1, 2, and 3. And now as you go around for your rounds, you will notice you'll have your 3 single crochets. Always put your next 3 that you're going to put in there, put them in the center single crochet. That's what gives us the pretty textured daisies. So technically, we will always skip 2 stitches and then put 3 single crochets in the next space or stitch. Skip 2, you'll see that's the center single crochet. 3 single crochets go in there. And you're going to do that all the way around. Skip, skip, 3 single crochet. And if you don't want to worry about looking at the work and counting what you're skipping, just look at the work and go into the middle single crochet right there and put 3 single crochets in it. Doing that all the way around and going to continue that until you get to your thumb hole. Which I think will be 1 more round for me. I did not write it in my notes when I was writing the pattern, but that's what it looks like. But I will bring in my other glove here and check it out. Okay, coming to the end of the round, you'll see your 1, 2, 3 single crochets. Slip stitch into that first one. Pull up a little bit on your hook to loosen up that slip stitch that you just did, and then put 3 single crochets in the next stitch. And just repeat that until you get to your thumb hole. So I'll see you in just a minute. I'm bringing in my other glove when I'm done with this round, and I am checking to see if I need to do any more after this or if I will be good to do the thumb hole. So I'll be right back. It looks like I did four of the rows, or 4 of the rounds. This was a single crochet round. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I did 4. So I need to do one more round because this is single crochet 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to do one more round. Now we're going to make the thumb hole. Thumb hole is going to look like this when you're done. So to make the thumb hole, you need to adjust it to your needs with your thumb. I chained 4. So I loosely chained 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I found my next set of 3 stitches here, and I started in patterning. So I went to that middle one and did my 3 single crochet. Now you can check yours by putting your glove on, putting your thumb in the hole, and seeing how it fits. If it doesn't fit, great. If it's too loose, chain less. If it's too little, chain more. 4 works well for me, for ease, for moving around my hand. I like 4. I also have larger hands, so that it's all depending on what works for you. Okay, and then we're going to continue in patterning just like we have been. Going around, we're going to find our middle single crochet or skip 2 and then put our 3 single crochet in that middle stitch. I will meet you in just a minute when I get to the end of this round so I can show you how to proceed with the thumb hole. When you get to the end of your round, you will have your chain here that we made for the thumb hole. We're going to just start working right into that. So 3 single crochet, 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going to put 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Going to move down into our sets of 3 again and start working. 1, 2, and 3. Just like we have been. Once we get around to the other side of this round, the end of the round, Pretty much the repeat will be the same. You just need to decide how far you want your glove to go on your hand. I put mine right around the knuckle area. I often use fingerless gloves for crocheting. My hands get incredibly cold in the house. Today the high is like -5, so I use fingerless gloves in the house. Like I said, you can wear them with a glove if you're going out, but when I crochet I cannot, because that's, you know, that's how you do my tension. So then we look at what we did on our thumb. Remember, we did 3 and 3. So separate your 3s. We're going to go into the middle stitch of the first 3. So this is 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. So in the middle one of that 3, do 3. After you get your first 3 done, then go to the middle single crochet of your 3 and put 3 into the middle one. 1, 2, and 3. Go down to your next set here. 3, 1, 2, 3. There's a lot of darker blue in this glove. And then we're just gonna repeat in the middle single crochet, put 3 single crochets. I'm gonna grab my other glove and see where I stopped. So I feel like I'm getting close. I did 1 around the thumb, 2 and 3. And it goes around my knuckle area here. So let me put it on my hand and see where I'm at on this side. I feel like I need to do 1 more round. It actually might be okay. Yeah, I think I'm okay. So this is what I do when I am done going around and around and I want to be done. Right here where we started on our thumb hole, we're going to slip stitch into that first single crochet. Just like that. And then you're going to cut off your end and weave in the ends. Yes, it is the same length. It throws me off because the colors are different, but it is the same length. So there you have it. You have some fingerless gloves that you can wear with regular gloves to warm them up if you need to, like we need to today. And then when you're not outside, you can wear them in the house to stay toasty warm. And they're adorable. It's color work without weaving in all the ends. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I appreciate you. Take care, guys. Until next time. Bye.